So now Timba and I are heading off to Pepe class. And this really wears Timba out. So she'll probably sleep all night long, which is pretty cool because every now and then we have to get up in the middle of the night for a potty run. But that's okay. As she gets older, the bladder will just expand and she will not have to do those potty runs anymore. But Timba is 8 months old, so she's still a puppy. So one of the things that I wanted to share on this video is in regards to what's the difference between a puppy in training and a trained dog. I get that a lot. I know that seems like not, kind of like maybe some people might think, well, that's a dumb question. But I get asked that quite a bit. Because a puppy in training, there are some things that they're good at and quite proficient. So let me share with you the difference. Good means they comprehend a certain command. Do they do it all the time? And do they do it without any kibble or without any type of hand signals, head bob, any of that type? Well, for Timba, right now, she's good at about 35 commands, which means she's been introduced to the command, but she is still in training, so she's not proficient. So when a lot of folks are like, well, you need to work on training your dog better, or for whatever reason they want to vocalize that, just know that when you have a dog in training, they are in training. They're not trained yet. So whenever you're around a service dog that's in training, know that there's going to be maybe opportunities where you can help. And so you ask, is this a dog in training? They say yes. Is there anything I can do to help? Help with maybe a greeting where you just stand there and you wait until the person that has the leash, you wait until they tell you it's okay to greet the dog. And it was a great opportunity for Timba in Austin. And one of the things that I shared with folks is when I say no, don't, I'm talking to Timba, not to the person that's greeting Timba. And it's so funny, even though I shared that with folks, it was kind of an automatic response. I would say no, don't, and the person that was helping Timba, they would stop what they were doing. And I'm like, no, you're okay. This is perfect. So every opportunity is a training opportunity when you are working with a dog in training. When you come to a point where they are proficient at a certain command, it's really cool to see that in action, because most service dogs love to work. That's part of what makes them a great service dog, is they love to work. So when you see them in action and they're very proficient, they're proficient at that particular command. Does it mean that they're fully trained? Maybe, maybe not. They still may be working on being proficient at some of their other commands. But when you have a puppy in training, especially at 8 months old, at a year old, some dogs 2 years, there is like a tipping point of about between 2 and 2.5 years. At that point, if they act up and someone wants to comment about, wow, you really need to get, a handle on your dog, you're not doing very well with the training, or whatever people want to say. It's interesting, the words that come out of people's mouths in regards to dogs in training. That may be a particular command that at 2.5 years maybe that particular pup needs just a refresher, needs a little bit more work in regards to that particular command. But pretty much the 30 basic commands, at about 2 years, they are really proficient at. And it's so cool to see them in action when they do that. So I just wanted to bring a little bit of knowledge, awareness, value into what goes on in regards to some of the verbiage, the words around the world of puppy training. So there you have it. There's my little puppy training comments, points, tips for today. Have a great one, folks. Timba and Patty are out.